Hey, what's up everybody? It's DJTsu, 3 Black Geeks, coming to you live from Tochigi, Japan. And I'm here today to do a Spider-Man review. The Amazing Spider-Man movie that came out on June 30th here, as you can see. So anyway, now I've heard a lot of people giving this movie a lot of mixed reviews. You know, I hear a lot of critics are saying, oh, like, everything about this movie is bad, it's terrible, there's horror, like the acting is horrible, the people they got to play the characters don't fit, and all this other craziness. And hold on a second, let me turn off my air conditioner. So anyway, people are saying all this stuff about the movie, and I'm hearing about this from the States. Well, since I didn't see any trailers outside of the very first teaser trailer in the theaters, which showed like a first-person view of Spider-Man like whipping, like swinging on the web, and then he jumps on the glass window. That was the only trailer I've ever seen. You know, I may have seen like one image or two from the movie, like. I think I saw like an early shot of the lizard, and I just made sure that I did not see any of the, like, any type of footage. You know, I didn't want to see any trailers, I didn't want to see any pictures, I didn't want to see anything. You know, it was bad enough that I kind of got, you know, I got spoiled when I saw the Avengers. You know, everything for Avengers was just being thrown at your face. But with Spider-Man, I wanted to not see anything. I didn't want any trailers, I didn't want anything, I didn't want any type of hype to be blown up in my face. So anyway, I go into the theater to see this movie as just a movie watcher. You know, I'm not walking in as a Spider-Man, I'm not walking in as a comic book fan, you know. I'm walking in to see this movie as it is just a movie. Yes, it's a comic book movie. But if I walked in there as a comic book fan or as a Spider-Man movie fan, then I would be acting just like everybody else. They would all say the same thing. Oh, this movie's not the same without Tobey Maguire. Oh, we need Tobey Maguire. We need Chris. I can't even say her name without laughing. We need Kirsten Dunst in this movie. Oh, for God's sake, we did not need her in that movie. Me personally, she did not. She wasn't Mary Jane. Just wasn't Mary Jane. So anyway, going off in the movie. The actor that they got for Spider-Man, I thought he did a decent job. I mean, if you look at, if anyone who's played the Ultimate Spider-Man games on PlayStation 2 and Xbox and GameCube games, if you notice that when he becomes Spider-Man, the actor who plays the Spider-Man, he acted somewhat similar to the way Spider-Man acts in the game, and I thought it was hilarious. You know, he was throwing out wisecracks. You know, he's just being a total nerd. You know, he's a nerd, like, but a funny nerd. You know, they got Emma Stone to play Gwen Stacy, which I thought was a decent idea. You know, Emma Stone is, you know, she's an up-and-coming actress now. She's been in a number of movies. You know, the movies I saw of her was Superbad and Easy A, and I thought she was great in those. Like the actors they got for what's his name? For Ben Parker and Aunt May, they were good. You know, everybody in this movie honestly acted their roles pretty decently. I didn't really have a problem with this movie. A lot of people have a problem with it, but as I said, this movie has mixed reviews. In my personal opinion, you either like it or you don't, you know. The movie is not supposed to be like, you know, the other Spider-Mans that came out 10 years ago. You know, this is supposed to be a totally different movie. It's another retelling. The guy they got for Dr. Connors, you know, I thought he was decent. And, you know, when he became the Lizard, yeah, it was CGI and everything, but it was, in my opinion, it was that good CGI. Now, I know people are going to be asking, well, what's good CGI? Well, you can if you watch enough movies that have enough CGI, you can tell good CGI from bad CGI. You know, there's a difference between the CGI in Watchmen and the CGI in Blade 2. Go figure. Like the plot, you know, is really, I'm not gonna say there's no plot. I mean, yeah, of course there's a plot. It's the retelling of Spider-Man. The way they played everything out was, in my honest opinion, was really good. You know, there was jokes, there was, you know, a lot of seriousness. The action was definitely really good. You know, I loved all the crazy acrobatic scenes of Peter jumping and climbing on walls and, you know, being Spider-Man, you know, him just doing his thing. And I also liked seeing a lot of the web usage, you know. Yeah, it's true in the comic books Peter really doesn't use his web that much. Like Spider-Man doesn't use his web to like you know, like shoot it at people. I mean, he uses it every now and then, but he mostly uses it whenever he needs to get away or whenever he's swinging through the city and stuff. But in this movie, he had a lot of heavy usage of the webbing, and the webbing wasn't natural webbing. You know, it went like the way of the '90s cartoon where he actually made his own webbing. And I thought it was cool, you know, just to see that he can put all this stuff together. You know, it shows how intelligent he is, and you know, I thought it was cool to see. I'm not gonna give anything away from this movie. I will also add that the action the action between Spider-Man and Lizard, you know, whenever those two got together for their fights was, you know, was good. You know, like it had it was a lot of moments where you said, wow, this is getting pretty serious. And I'm not gonna give it away, but there's definitely a part. There was a part in the movie that reminded me of Spider-Man 3, and it was. I just don't want to say where it is, but you'll see it. If you see the movie, you'll see the part I'm talking about. All I can say is when you see it, you're gonna be like, this reminds me of Spider-Man 3. And of course, don't forget to, well, I'm pretty sure this has already been thrown out all over the internet, to stay for the extra 2 minutes of footage at not after the credits, but like in between the credits. I think it's like after the first 4 or 5 minutes of credits, there's another additional footage that they show, which is pretty good, which led up to an obvious sequel. I'll end it off with one thing, and that is the appearance of Stan Lee. Stan Lee's appearance in this movie is hilarious. I mean, I think by far this is probably my favorite appearance from Stan Lee. Out of all the Marvel movies that he's been in, I think Amazing Spider-Man is my favorite because it's just funny. Again, watch the movie, you'll see it for yourself. Now, closing out on this, I'm just going to say this again. Just watch the movie as a movie watcher. Don't walk into this movie and be a comic book nerd, you know. Just don't go in and start making comparisons to the trilogy from before. You know, this is a brand new Spider-Man movie. It definitely opens up doors for sequels. And you know they're going to make sequels to this movie. I mean, it's Spider-Man. You can tell as many Spider-Man stories as you want. You can retell the story no matter how many times, and it'll always be decent. So, don't feed into the reviews from critics until you've actually seen the movie. I think the movie was great. I don't want to give it an actual grade yet. I'll wait till the boys from 3 Black Geeks actually see the movie, and then we'll collectively give our own grades. But all in all, that's pretty much it. So anyway, this is DJTsu, 3 Black Geeks, out. Oh, real quick, Shout outs to Drunk on VHS and all of our followers on Twitter. Follow us on 3blackgeeks at twitter.com. Like our Facebook page to Facebook/3blackgeeks. And if I've forgotten anybody else, you know, my apologies. I'm out of town. What do you expect? Anyway, see ya.